you so much for joining me, Pierre. I got Pierre,
Welcome.
and you're from Your Profit Expert, and I know we've been working together for a little bit,
Yeah.
and you've recently had some great success in putting on a high-level client, high-paying client, and would I be right in saying that you had to shift your mindset and some actions to bring this type of client towards you?
Glennis, definitely. I think that change in mindset makes a big difference. It's about the image that you're projecting, and it's about your confidence levels and your ability to interact with people. And that change in mindset makes a huge difference in terms of how you see yourself, and also how you empathize with the customer, and how you understand what they're going through, and also making it about them, not about the kind of yourself. So I think the change in mindset is has a massive impact on your business. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you've got to have this unwavering belief in yourself,
Yeah.
right? And what you offer. And so many people go into conversations with business owners, like coaches go into conversations with business owners when all they're doing is trying to sell what they've got on offer, rather than being a contribution to the person that's sitting in front of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it's very true. I think like you said, that unwavering belief in yourself, and I think more in terms of your actual abilities. I think a lot of times you talk to a business owner, and you're trying so hard to just kind of sell to them, instead of saying, "Hey, I've got what you need. Tell me about what your problem is. You tell me about what you're after, and then we can see if we can help each other. And if I can, I will. And if it's beyond my scope, I'm happy to say, hey, look, I think I know people that can help you, or I'm happy to refer you to someone else, that kind of thing." But I think that ability makes a big difference.
Oh,
And
absolutely. And that's really authentic. And that also comes across at the same time as well with the
yeah,
business owner. And, like that they say that life begins when we get to the edge of our comfort zone, right?
very true.
And sometimes you got to have to take this leap of faith in bringing your business dreams to fruition.
Yeah,
And it's always about commitment to the purpose. And, I find myself that if you don't have a bigger purpose outside of yourself, then we can take the actions in line with what we need to do to bring on high level clients, right? But
yeah,
humans being humans, those actions can get boring sometimes. And we always find other ways to occupy ourselves, whether it's looking at LinkedIn posts, or, it could be doing all of this other stuff, So getting to the nuts and bolts of really, sure, we got to tweak our mindset, but we got to take different actions. So tell me a little bit more about, how you manage that, because you would have had to manage that to, have that level of action to attract that client. Yeah.
yeah. I'm just going back. I think what you said initially is very important. Nothing great ever happens in your comfort zone. So I think that's that's
So true. It's
a very good
absolutely
thing to
true.
remember. I think taking, in terms of the action steps and taking action, it's about setting a daily goal, and basically a daily goal, daily changes. But set yourself a calendar, like a structured calendar, where you say, hey, I'm going to make time to look at LinkedIn posts, or make LinkedIn posts. But that happens from, for argument's sake, from 9 till 10 in the morning, and then from 10 till 12 I have to do this and I have to do that, and that way you commit yourself to that. There's also a very good, it's called the 5 second countdown, where sometimes, if it's a bit difficult, you go, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pick up the phone,
Let's do
make
it.
the call, get on with it. Yeah. And that way it actually, it sometimes motivates you. But I think having a structured plan for the day is really important, and making sure that you achieve those goals every day. And so some people say, reward yourself. If you want to look at your Facebook stuff, say, hold on, I got to make the calls first, then I can look at my Facebook, and I go, okay, I've deserved it, if I can put it that way. So
Exactly.
yeah,
The whole 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing is such a great strategy to do,
yeah,
and I just remember doing that, when you got to get up and go for the walk at 5:30 in the morning and you don't want to, and like you got to put exercise into your day. So when do you do that? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go,
yeah,
because when you actually are in this do mode, when we're actually in do and taking the actions, we don't think about anything else. Like,
no,
if we really think about I know this is a bit of an oxymoron, right? We don't want to think about what's going on in our brain, but think about, okay, what are we doing when we're taking action? We're just
yeah,
taking action, right?
yeah,
We're not actually thinking about oh, should we take action, or maybe I'll do it later, or whatever. We're actually not. With nothing else is going on but taking the action. So, I always say you never change anything in the end result unless you change something in your daily routine, because I believe that success is found in your daily routine,
Yeah.
and having that purpose that you can live into, and the 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, away you go, let's do it. Sounds really easy, doesn't it? But it can be hard to put in place.
It can be hard to put in place, and that's why I think that, like I said, that structured daily, whether it's a task list or a calendar or something like that, makes a big difference. And that way you set yourself that goal every day to take action. And the other thing too, I think that for a lot of people out there, sometimes you perceive something to be quite daunting and quite a big task until you actually do it. And then I've had so many times where you go, oh, that feels like such a big job. And then afterwards you do it and you go, oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Absolutely.
And I think the more times you do something like that, the sooner you realize that, hey, not everything out there is this massive task that you feel on it, and especially on a daily basis, where if you make a small change every day, a 1% change today, 1% change tomorrow, 1% change through 5 days, that's more than just a 5% change, because the change compounds. It grows.
25%.
It grows on itself. So from that point of view, it's just a small change every day. You don't need to move mountains every day. If you can move a bucket of rocks, hey man, in a couple of weeks you'll have moved a lot.
That's right. And it's so true, because, for me, sometimes like years ago, I used to think, oh my God, I got to do all this, right? And then it would be magnified all completely out of proportion, in overwhelm. And then I learned to control my mind, all right, as much as I can. And then, like, you start taking the actions, and then as soon as you start taking the actions, you start getting the results. And like, I have this difference between lead activities and lag activities. And our lead activities is always making the calls, having the conversations, booking some sessions, and that's about it for your lead activities, or going to networking and just having conversations with people, business owners. And then your lag activity is thinking about the results that you should be getting, or you want to get, or something like that. So we almost have to be double-headed around, yep, this is our purpose, this is the results we want. Okay, I'm going to leave them behind now, just going to take the actions. And that's what actually gets you the results, But quite a lot of us, we just get bogged down. And I say myself, because I used to do that, I don't now. You just get bogged down with, oh, I've got to get this and I've got to do this, and it's all overwhelmed and stuff. But I understand people who, who are going through that. Yeah.
And I think for me as well, like I have that sometimes, especially you get emails from people, and all of a sudden your task list for the day seems huge, and you're sitting there almost anxious about how you're going to get through all of this. And I find the best way to start and like I say, take action for the day is to say, okay, stop, just leave everything, start with one thing, just pick one thing, do it, get it done. If there's 2 or 3 small things that you can do them, get them ticked off, and that way you start building some momentum, and you get that satisfaction of saying, oh, I've at least done some productive items today, or some productive bits today. And then the bigger stuff, if you can break it into chunks, that helps as well. So I think from that point of view, any action is better than no action.
Oh, totally. Well, Pierre, I just want to congratulate you again. You really tweaked your mindset. You took the actions you needed. You got the results. Congratulations. I'm very, very happy for you. Now we just got to rinse and repeat.
Exactly. And the thing is, well, if you've done it once, you can do it again. So that's always good.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, good work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lennis.
Okay.